Welcome to these joint mobility exercises that I'm going to go through and explain to you. These are normally done at the beginning of every workout to mobilize the body and help get rid of tension and help prepare you for the workout ahead. So first of all, we're going to get in a neutral spine position, otherwise known as a wuji stance in Qigong. So we're going to stand with our feet hip width apart, toes facing forward. Your knees are not locked out, they're soft. And the bones you sit on, tailbones, they're not stuck out, they're not tucked underneath. You want to rotate your pelvis forwards and backwards until you find a middle point. And you may notice that you feel no tension in your lower back when you get it right. So the tailbones are facing down. As if I'm sitting on a big exercise ball like that. Okay? And the weight on my feet is shared between the heel and toe. Next, I'm going to relax my chest and shoulders, making sure there's space between the armpits and the torso. Next, I'm going to imagine there's a thread at the top of my head being pulled up. Your crown of your head is being pulled up. You're not lifting your neck forward, you're not lifting your chin. You're just imagining that something's pulling you from the crown of your head upwards. And this is standing in a neutral spine, where gravity is having the least effect on your body. In Qigong, this is also a move, and this is called wuji stance. It's also an exercise on its own. Okay? And what we're going to do now, we're going to put your hands on your tummy, and you're going to breathe in, do some diaphragmatic breathing, and breathe in and inflate the tummy. And as we exhale, we're going to put everything that's led to this point, and we're just going to put it to the side. Breathe in again, and on the next exhalation, we're going to put anything that you have to do in the future, we're just going to put that to the side. Breathe in again. And on the exhalation of the third breath, we're going to allow ourselves to be grounded in the present moment. Okay, so this is standing in a neutral spine. So from this position, we're going to get into some shoulder rolls, mobilizing the shoulders. So we're going to lift the shoulders up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and down, as if my hands are going around wheels. Lift them up, back and down. Lift them up, back and down. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to do a couple more, and then we're going to change direction. Change direction now. You might get a few pops and crackles and a few crunchy kind of feelings, but as long as there's no pain, then you're doing okay. Mobilizing and getting tension, releasing tension from your shoulders. Couple more. Okay, back to our neutral stance. And we're going to do some rotations now, standing rotations, to mobilize and realign the spine. So we want to keep your knees over your toes. You're going to be turning from the waist, but the knees are going to remain over the toes, feet remain flat on the floor. Again, back in our neutral position. We're going to start turning gently from the waist. Turning from the waist, arms loose and soft. So I'm gently looking over the shoulder, I'm over the other shoulder, keeping your knees over your toes, turning from the waist. Breathing moving. If you feel okay with that, you can start looking 180 degrees behind you. Breathing, moving. Breathing, moving. Remember to keep your head up. A couple more. Okay, now we're going to do some mobilizing exercises which also benefit your brain, because we're doing one side of the body with the other. So this helps to use your left and right hemispheres of your brain at the same time. And it's called the cross crawl. So you're going to bring one knee across to the other elbow. If you can't go that high, you can have your hands here. I'll show you the easier version first. Cross, back down, cross, back down, cross, back down, cross, back down. If your flexibility is okay, you can go up to the elbow, pushing one foot in the floor as you lift the other one. Mobilizing the hips and waking the brain up, hopefully. This is the easier brain exercise. So if you can't do that, you can go low. Going across, pushing one foot in the ground, lifting the other one. A couple more each side. Excellent. Second brain exercise, which is opposite arm circles. So we're going to come up, one arm going one way, one arm going the other. They reach at the top, and they turn. So at the bottom, turn at the waist, and they go up. If this is very challenging, you need to practice this, because this is a brain exercise. Breathing, moving, mobilizing the shoulders and waking the brain up, hopefully. Breathing in. You find it challenging, just do it in two halves. So they're both at the bottom, they're both at the top. You turn at the waist and you go down. Breathing, moving. Couple more. Okay, we change direction now. Breathing, moving. Couple more. Okay, well done. We're going to mobilize the hips now. Knees soft, again in that neutral position. Hands on your hips. We're going to do horizontal hip circles. So, moving from the hips, breathing, moving back. And this is also good for releasing any tension you might feel in your lower back. Again, keep your feet flat, keep your knees over your toes. And you're getting some good energy into your hips and the muscles around your hips, and easing out tension, as I said, from your lower back. Do a couple more and we'll change direction. Change direction. Don't forget to breathe. And these joint mobility exercises can be done every day whenever you want. You can do them as a standalone workout if you've been sitting in front of a computer for a while, or you've been on a long drive or a long journey. Couple more. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to mobilize the hips from a vertical position. So we went round and round like that, and now we're going to go up and down. So I'll just stand at an angle just to show you more. So I'm going down, up and back. It's a smaller movement, but when we come up, you might feel the lower vertebra of your back getting a little massage. Going down, up and back. down, up and back. Again, if you do these exercises regularly, they're pretty simple. But as I said, my workouts always begin with joint mobilization to prepare the body to release tension and also to prepare your mind for the workout to come. Okay, we're going to change directions. I'm going forwards, down and up. Forwards, down and up. It's a subtle movement, this one. Breathing, moving. Couple more. Okay, we're going to mobilize the knee and the ankle joint. And for this one, we're standing on one leg. So if you haven't got great balance, you may want to hold on to a chair or a wall or a door or something like that. So one hand here, the other hand under your tummy, lifting one leg like this. Now, imagine your knee is the planet, is the sun, sorry, and your ankle is the planet orbiting it. Okay, so one hand here, and you go down and round like that. Not really moving from the hip, more from the ankle and the knee. Foot is circling the knee. And if you feel okay with the balance, you can stand on one leg. Bit wonky there. And if you see with my ankle, I'm flexing the ankle. So getting rid of tension that you might have in the Achilles. And this is a good way to soften and mobilize the knee with no pressure on it. We'll do a couple more. And then I'm going to change direction. As I said, if your balance is not that great, you can hold onto a wall, like me then. Hold onto a wall or a door. Couple more. Give that leg a little shake out. We move over to the other leg. And when you're on one leg, if you concentrate on here, your core, that's your center of gravity. Okay, the other leg, so I'm mobilizing, flexing the ankle. Don't forget to breathe. Little click then on my ankle. It's just like giving yourself a little quick MOT, checking where you feel tension and stress. Right, let's change direction. Simple, gentle mobility exercises. Well done, shake that leg out. Now we're going to do another exercise to help mobilize the knees. This is called standing knee circles. So the feet must be flat on the floor and the feet must be together. You don't want them coming off the floor like this. And your knees are together and your back is straight, not like that. Sticking your bottom out. And the knees, and as I said, the feet must remain together. The knees mustn't come apart. The feet mustn't come across like this. We're going to sit down into your bottom like that. And then we're going to draw circles with your knees. See, my feet are remaining flat on the floor and my knees are remaining together. And it's pretty safe like this. And if you feel okay, you can imagine like you're drawing a spiral. And you can go lower and make the movement bigger. If you feel to, you might get a few crackles and pops in your knees, and that's fine. But you shouldn't have any sharp pain. And I'm not putting pressure on my knees. Now the pressure is actually in my thighs and being absorbed in my feet. Do a couple more. Good, now we'll change direction. Start small, like you're drawing a spiral with your knees. Don't forget to breathe. Couple more. Excellent. Now we're going to do an exercise for your spinal mobility. So again, back to our neutral stance, our Wuji stance. You're going to cradle your elbows and your knees are going to be soft, not locked out. And then very gently, without straining your neck or your shoulders or anything, you're going to roll down, flexing at the trunk until your head, neck and shoulders are hanging over your toes. Now, I'm not very flexible in this stretch, as you can see. If you want, you can let your arms hang down there. Hopefully you'll be able to touch the floor. And with your knees bent like this, you're going to take any pressure or strain out of your lower back and just let your head, neck and shoulders just hang there. Breathe. And then very slowly, with your head, neck and shoulders hanging there, you're going to come up through the spine, one vertebra at a time, stacking on top of each other, and your head's going to come up last. Okay, I'm going to try that again, but this time you're going to lock your legs out and have them straight. And you're going to feel stretch, maybe more on the hamstrings and the calves. Okay, so cradle your arms the other way around, roll down, and let your head, neck and shoulders, don't force anything, just hang there. And breathe. Breathe in softness, release tension. Let your hands fall down if you want. Couple more breaths, and then slowly we're going to roll up through the spine. Head last. Okay, so finishing as we started in that neutral spine position. And that was some simple joint mobility drills